Hello, 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 hello. Mwah. One more hello to you. Wow, I see my cousin from New York already on the line. Hello, my darling. Happy Father's Day to you. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you always, my love. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Thank you, guys. Guys, I thank you. It is a special day today. Yes, isn't it a special day? It is Father's Day, indeed. Not everywhere in the world they celebrate Father's Day, mind you, right? But here in Jamaica and in the United States of America, we celebrate Father's Day today, June 21st, 2020. Yes, it is indeed Sunday. Yes, it's a beautiful day that the Lord has made, and we are rejoicing in it. And I hope you fathers out there are enjoying this special day. I hope your wives and significant others, or your parents or your children or whoever it is that is around, they made some special breakfast for you this morning. Yeah. And you're looking for some special dinner later on. Yeah, it's not dinner time yet. Absolutely. Thank you for my thumbs up. Yes, my darling, I see you watching. Thank you for my Stallone out there watching always. Thank you, darling, for your thumbs up. Keep those thumbs up coming, guys. Yes, I really appreciate you, and I appreciate it. Yes. If it is your first time watching my program, a special welcome to you. Mwah. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know you could have been otherwise, so I don't take it for granted. I really appreciate you tuning in to watch this broadcast today on this very special day. Absolutely. Guys, remember, we are all students of knowledge, okay? I'm a student of knowledge, and I'm basically sharing information with you so that you can make informed decisions, because my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Absolutely. And we want to make informed decisions, right? Absolutely. And so remember to share the link. Share the link. Do not keep it to yourself, guys. Share it to all your friends and family. Share the link. Absolutely. And subscribe. If you have not yet subscribed to the program, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now, okay? And the bell beside it, that's the notification bell, guys. So whenever I am online, even if I don't send you a link, YouTube will notify you that I am online. Guys, have you noticed anything different about me today? Yeah. For the first time in my life, well, you probably wouldn't know because they all look the same, don't it? Yeah, but for the first time in my life, I'm actually wearing tested glasses. Yes, I got my tested glasses, guys, and I am wearing my tested glasses. But guess what? They are progressive lens. And if you know anything about progressive lens, which I did not know, and I was learning now by reading the brochure and getting information online about progressive lens. So it takes a while. It takes a little adjustment. You got to tilt your head a little way sometimes, to get to see certain things and as much as you want to see. But to be honest with you, by and large, once I'm able to tilt my head the right way, I can see clearly. Yes. So I just have to try to tilt my head the right way at all times. So I'm getting used to it. They say it takes a little while to get adjusted. Some say maximum 2 weeks. I hope it doesn't take me that long to get adjusted. But so far, so good. There are certain, nuances to it that I'm adjusting to. But by and large, I am enjoying my new tested glasses. Yeah. Thank you, my darling. Yes, my glasses look good. Thank you. Yes, 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 indeed. I chose the frames myself. Yes, and so all they did was basically put the lens in. So thank you. It's a little bit on the slack side. It could have been a little tighter, but I'm not complaining. God is good. I never look a gift horse in the mouth, so I'm thanking God for my new tested glasses. Absolutely. Thank you, cuz, for that feedback. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, guys, I'm not going to waste your time. We have a full hour and we have a busy day today. I have information to share with you. You understand? And so I'm going to go right into my program for today. And as you know, right, a father means so many things: an understanding heart, a source of strength and support right from the very start. Not my words. So, on that note, I am going to say again, a happy, happy, happy Father's Day to all fathers and father figures. Yeah? May God's perpetual light shine on you. Yes. Hi, Hi, Maxine. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, I have a first-time visitor. Hi, Maxine. Thank you for tuning in today. I do hope you will enjoy the program. And of course, share the link. Share the link with all your friends and family, Maxine. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, guys, keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep sharing the link. And definitely, I really appreciate you. And I thank God for this opportunity that given me so I can be here to share information with you. So, without further ado, because I have some big data people out there, big data, who love the big numbers, and I have big numbers for you this afternoon. And you know, guys, you take it with a grain of salt, of course, you know, because I give you what I get and I can't give you what I don't have, right? So, according to the Ministry of Health and Wellness, Jamaica now has 657 confirmed cases of the coronavirus disease, COVID-19. In a press release that was issued, that's what they made the announcement. But guys, this is the interesting part about this press release. And let me give you the headlines of the press release that they sent out. The press release said, Jamaica exceeds 20,000 mark for COVID-19 testing. Of course, this caused an uproar on Twitter, as many Twitter users, they thought they did not see the word testing at the end, and so they were thinking that we had exceeded the 20,000 mark for COVID-19 in Jamaica. No, I don't know why. They do this all the time, you know. I tell you, they do. So am I, Maxine. I'm telling you, I don't know why they do this thing. Seriously speaking, I don't know who their PR is. And you know, guys, the worst part about the whole thing, what makes me upset sometimes, they would employ me, They refuse to employ somebody like me to their job. You understand? And then they have these PR people who have no clue what they're doing. Because how on earth can they send out a press release with an in such a time as this? We're in a pandemic, right? We just opened up our borders all and sundry, right? And then you're going to have a press release with an headline that says Jamaica exceeds 20,000 mark for COVID-19 testing. Most people don't say the N word, because you know how people are. We browse, right? And we glance at things. We don't really look at things. You know they say when you look at a picture, every single time you look at a picture, guys, it's something different. Yeah, that's how it is with our eyesight. And so how are you gonna have a headline like this in such a time as this, right? People were panicking on Twitter and making all kind of remarks. Anyways, guys, we only have 5 new cases. Only 5 new cases from the last number that I gave you. Oh, no, but I didn't give you the last number because I forgot I did not see you on Saturday, right? So the last time we saw each other was on Friday. And so I did not tell you. So I should give you, let me back up, Joan. JJ, love you. The number is actually 652. Since the last time we spoke, it went up to 652. And so now we had 5 more, bringing to 657. So I'm going to give you all that information. All right. So the reason it went to 652 since the last time when I spoke with you is that they had 14 new cases. Yeah. Yes, I gotta give that to you. So they had 14 new cases. So basically, since the last time I met you on Friday until today, we have 19 new cases of COVID-19 over the weekend. 19. And guess what? All of these cases, guys, they are all imported cases. You understand? All of them. And of course, we know where the hotspot is, right? North America is the hotspot. Exactly. And so all of these cases, guys, came from North America, Canada, and USA. Absolutely. And so for yesterday's figure, that they had the 14, there were 10 females and 4 males aged 20 to 72. That was the age range for them, right? 20 to 72. They were from parishes Westmoreland and St. Anne. There were 2 from St. Anne. Kingston and St. Andrew had 2. Manchester had 1. Clarendon 1. St. Catherine 1. St. Mary 1. Yeah. So of course, I'm just going to give you the aggregate figure. I'm not going to go into detail with the figures. I'm going to give you the aggregate figure as of today. So to bring up today's numbers now. So we had 5 new cases today. And what we had there was 4 males and 1 female. And those age range was from 12 years old, guys. From 12 years old to 47 years old. Yeah. So the new total samples now, guys, And this is why they had this big headline on the press release, because the total samples now to date, guys, is 20,160. So from COVID-19 was reported in March 10th until now, out of a population of almost 3 million people, they are so excited that they have tested 20,000 people. Guys, it's not funny, but you know you gotta take bad thing make laugh. Not true. So, anyways, so they test 20,000 people and they're happy about their 20,000 people, because out of that 20,000 people, according to them, we have, as I said, 657 positive cases, 18,943 negative samples, and of course, they had 60 that are pending that can come back either positive or negative. So the 60 that are pending, you know about those pending. We always watch those pending numbers, right? So they did basically, from what I'm seeing, over the weekend, that they sampled 1,400 persons. That's what the samples was. They had 996 and then they had 543. Now, guys, I already gave you the story, so I'm not going to give you the story today, but tomorrow I'll have more information on it. As I said to you on Saturday, which was yesterday, a ship came in. As a matter of fact, 2 ships came in to Port Royal, right, with 300 Jamaican crew members. Royal Caribbean and Disney Lines, right? They had 2 ships coming into Port Royal yesterday. I told you the story on Friday to expect them yesterday. Tomorrow I'll give you some more details about that those 2 ships that came in, right? But basically, 300 persons came in, guys, on those cruise ships. And presumably they were tested, all of them, right? Now, if it is that we have a new sample, because the new sample for yesterday was 543. That's after the ships came in and they were sampled. The number was 543. If we had 300 persons who came in on the ships, that means they only tested 243 persons otherwise. So are you telling me that of the 2 airports, the South International Airport, SIA, and the Norman Mann International Airport, NMIA, we had no more, or we didn't have more than 243 persons to come in? So I'm going to ask, what happened to these people? Why are they not being tested? Because clearly they're not tested, because you can't tell me they're from the bubble, because we already heard, right? I was watching Friday. Guys, I tell you, you got to watch Parliament, guys, and watch the House of Senate. You got to watch the Senate. You got to watch these things, because you got to see these guys in action. Because when the camera is on them, they don't even remember sometimes the camera is on them, and they just go on. You understand? And it's good to watch it, to see people's personality and to hear what's happening and how they're representing us. We need to see how they're representing us, right? Absolutely, because they're our representatives. And I heard in the Senate yesterday, the Honorable Matthew Samuda, Minister without Portfolio, Minister for National Security, right? He said that the total cohort of the persons who are in the travel bubble, remember some countries who are in the travel bubble, right? And I give you a list of all those countries. And if you have not seen that, go back into my library, guys, and watch my previous episode, because I will have it in the description where I listed the countries that are in the travel bubble, right? So that only make up, guys, 3%. 3% of all arrivals into the island. Only 3% are in the travel bubble. They have not been testing approximately 60% of persons who are coming into the island, based on my calculation, based on what they have been telling me and what I'm listening to and what I'm seeing from the samples that are presented onto us. You understand? So my question is, why are these other persons not being tested? We want to know. I'm going to ask the question again. Dr. Christopher Tufton, the Honorable Dr. Christopher Tufton, Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Jacqueline Biseso, Chief Medical Officer, CMO. Why is it that persons are coming into the country who are not in the travel bubble, who are not being tested? Okay. Continue with the numbers, guys. So let's say 3 in government quarantine. They say 26 is hospitalized. That means 1 person was discharged, or 2 persons were discharged, because the number was 24. And then now it's 26. Sorry, my bad. 2 persons have been added. not discharged. 2 persons have been added. It was 24, now it's 26. And we still have 1 person who is moderately ill, 1 person who is critically ill. And so we still continue to pray for that person who is critically ill. We don't know the age, we don't know the gender or anything, but we pray for that person who is critically ill, that person too will become moderately ill and fully recovered as he or she progresses, right? Yeah. All right, and there are 159 persons now in isolation. There was 146 yesterday. Some persons have gone home. Now we have 159 in isolation, and basically we are up to, well, we had 458 persons who had recovered yesterday. But as I understand it, we have a few more recoveries. So let me give you the new numbers according to their record, based on what they are giving us in terms of the total number of recoveries as of right now. Our total recoveries, where's my recovery figure? 462. 462 is what we're up to. So we had 4 more persons recovering, bringing the numbers up to 462. Yeah. So that's my big number, guys, for my big data. My big data people. Okay, so let me continue with the news. I don't have anything much more to say about this, guys, because you all know my position on this. You know how I feel about this, right? And I cannot give you what I don't have, right? All right, so continuing the news. Actually, do have it here. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Can you see this? Yeah. Yeah. This is the front page of the Sunday Gleaner. You can hardly tell, right? Because they have the Sunday Gleaner in this very pale blue. I don't know. It's very colorful. But it's also, I think, in my opinion, poorly designed. I think it's poorly designed. As you know, you guys know that I used to be an editor-in-chief also, right? So I do understand something about layout of newspapers, right? So I don't particularly, I'm not really impressed with this front page. However, what I wanted to see on the front page is this. Notice what it says here? No, can you see? It says no Jasmine. Father's Day without Jasmine. No Father's Day without Jasmine is what it's actually meant to say. The way it's written, I said it first, the way it automatically appears to you. But what they actually meant to say, which is not always laid out, is that no Father's Day without Jasmine is basically what they want to say there. So I'm going to give you that story, guys. And then later on, I'm going to give you, look at the very, very bottom. You see the very, very bottom fine print at the bottom here? The very fine print at the bottom, it says, Christie asks to probe $1 billion SERHA catering contract. I have those 2 stories for you also, guys, that I'm going to be giving to you in a minute. So let me give you first this story. So even as we are celebrating Father's Day, right? Fathers and father figures, we are celebrating Father's Day. One father will not join in the celebration as he continues to mourn the absence of his daughter. Lloyd Dean, father of missing US student Jasmine Dean, told the Sunday Gleaner, quote, I can't have a Father's Day, end quote. Yeah. Absolutely. Yes, the numbers are only a small sample of the overall statistics. Absolutely. I agree with you, Maxine. The numbers that we are getting from the Ministry of Health and Wellness, absolutely, a small number, the small sample of the overall statistics. Totally agree with you. Yes. Thumbs up for that. Yes, so giving you now this Lloyd Dean story. So there is no Father's Day this year for Lloyd Dean. Neither was there an Easter. In fact, these days have been empty. I think they meant to say these days, right? I don't know, come to the editor. Poor editing going on here. Anyway, these days have been empty with no meaningful meal or sleep ever since his beloved daughter, Jasmine, vanished 116 days ago. I can't have no Father's Day, the broken dad told his son last Thursday as tears welled up in his eyes. The rest of it them can say Happy Father's Day, but me nah feel like a father. I feel like me let down my youth star. Dean, who has 3 daughters and a son, believes he has let down Jasmine, who vanished on her way from classes at the University of the West Indies, UMONA, on February 27th. Right? That was what, almost 4 months ago? Yeah. To how me a move, me should have find her already. I should have my youth here with me on Father's Day. So I can't celebrate Father's Day. I don't feel like a father. Um, Dean said, wiping puddles of tears from his eyelids. But I have to find my youth. It could take 100 years, he said, hanging on to hope that his visually impaired daughter is still alive, perhaps being held as a sex slave in a stinking, godforsaken hall somewhere. But I don't feel that she dead, he stressed, carefully assembling a pair of Jasmine's beloved shoes underneath her neatly made bed in 11 miles, Bull Bay, St. Andrew. Except for an opened Bible placed on the top of the bed, for the most part, the bed has remained unused. So too are Jasmine's many books, which her dad painstakingly cleaned the dust from on the most depressing day. Although he's hoping for the best, the hurting dad knows his search may not lead to the outcome he desperately wants. Quote, if I even find a bone for her, I will satisfy. Because right now, I expect anything. But I am telling you that I don't feel that she's dead. He continued. 22-year-old Jasmine is the second of Dean's children and the eldest girl. Their mother died of heart complications in 2008, and since then, Dean, a mason and painter, has dedicated his life to raising them on his own. His 25-year-old son sleeps in a separate room, while the 3 girls would sleep together in the back, he said, before reenacting how he would usher Jasmine and the other girls to a nearby corner and tell them to cover their ears as warring gunmen traded bullets outside in the war-torn community on some nights. Jasmine was always a bright child with a winning smile, he said. Despite her mother's death, she performed excellently in school and secured 14 Caribbean secondary education certificate subjects at Meadowbrook High School, earning her a place to read for her degree in the U.S. Faculty of Law. And I'll stop there. The story continues, of course, but I think I've made my point with that one. Yeah. Almost 4 months, guys, and still no lead. You know, when I used to watch this program on the television, we talk about looking for missing children. They always say the first 48 hours are the most crucial. After that, they say the trail grows cold. But my thing is this, guys. This is Jamaica. It's a very, very small island. And if she's on the island any at all, if she has not been shipped off in a container to somewhere else in the world, if she's on the island any at all, why is it that they can't find her up to now? Hmm? We can't find not even a bone. Hmm? And we're supposed to have well-trained officers, investigative officers on the case. Why is it that we can't find this young miss who is visually impaired? Somehow I don't think enough is being done, you know. I just don't think so. And here is this poor dad, you know, even though he has other children, you know how it is. When you lose one sheep, you leave the other 99 and go look for that one sheep to bring back into the fold, right? That's what the master does. Absolutely. So, I mean, here it is. You know, he has his daughter, and even though he has other children, he's not going to rest until he finds her, and he can't enjoy his Father's Day because she is not at home. Hmm? This poor man is grieving. What are we doing? These are the things that we need to talk about, guys. We are protesting for George Floyd and all these other persons overseas. And I'm not saying you're not supposed to do it, but I'm saying, Parson, Christian, in Pitney, Foss, you dance a yard before you dance abroad. And we need to do more for our people of this country. And we're not doing enough for our people. And if you don't have 2 shillings, you understand? Because if he had the wherewithal, I'm sure he probably would have paid the best Sherlock Holmes, right, to find his daughter, or pay somebody, to moonlight to find her, right? Because we know how it goes, yeah? We know how it goes. Money talks. So. Yeah. Poor dad. Anyways, continue with the news, guys. Continue with the news. So, a 31-year-old laborer of Richmond Hill, St. James, was charged with attempted murder following an incident on Thursday, June 11th, in his community. Yeah. Easton Davis is being charged with attempted murder. So here's the report. According to the Cambridge Police, the Jamaica Constabulary Force in Cambridge, they said at about 8:30 p.m., a woman and Davis had an argument when Davis used a machete and inflicted several chop wounds to her body. Residents intervened and summoned the police. The injured woman was taken to the hospital where she was admitted in serious condition. David was picked up on Friday, June 19th, that's this Friday here, in the Cambridge community where he was subsequently charged. His court date is being finalized. I mean, seriously, guys, domestic violence. What is going on with our men, even as we celebrate Father's Day? What is going on with our men? Why is it that you are so ill-tempered? Why is it that you think that you need to solve your problems by chopping, using a machete on a member of the opposite sex? Person who you pretend or purport to love, right? To cherish as the weaker sex. And you can only think of using a machete on her? Come on, man. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You're throwing away your lives. You understand? For no reason at all. Because here it is now. He is going to end up in jail, in prison, right? Wasting his life. I don't know how many years they're going to give him because he can't get away, obviously, right? This is an open and shut case as far as I'm concerned. There's no self-defense in this, right? And you are going to go away and spend time in the penal institution, right? For what? For what? Come on, wake up, man. Wake up, guys. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time you guys wake up. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You're wasting your life, throwing away your life for nothing at all. Huh? Them the teeth and tongue must meet. But it doesn't have to end this way. There's a thing called walking away. If you hear the term, to walk away? I have a friend who likes to run away. Yeah, the point is, you either walk or run away from trouble if you can. Remember that song, Covered Up the County? Walk away from trouble if you can. Yeah, that's what you do. You got to walk away from trouble if you can. And it don't mean that you're weak if you turn the other cheek. Yeah, doesn't mean you're weak. As a matter of fact, it means you're strong. As far as I'm concerned, you're very strong. If in the midst of that, you can walk away. And walk away don't mean you're going to go away permanently. You're just walking away to come back later when everything is cool, everything is calm, because you cannot allow the sun to go down on your road. But sin not. Because we're human beings. And when you cut us, we bleed. Of course, we hurt. And things will just. As adults, we walk away calmly, take a time out. Yeah. Take a time out. Come back. So we can have an adult conversation, like two adults. That's what adults do. Enough is enough, man. Enough is enough. Too many times I'm reading this kind of story, and it just doesn't seem to end. Continuously, we have this story. And before I give it, Mr. You know what I'm saying to you? We women also need to have self-worth and learn to walk away from abusive relationships. And I agree with you too. You understand? We need to do that. Women, as it is rightly pointed out, we need to look into ourselves and say, it does not work that way. Our Father God did not create any woman to be a beating stick by any man. He created an helpmeet for a man. He took a rib of Adam's, and took a bone from Adam's ribs, created woman, right? For both persons to come together, vice versa. That's how it's supposed to work. They work together as a team. You understand? It's like not like this. You understand me? My feed is fluctuating again. oh my goodness, country, and so we work with it's what we have, right? You subscribe. That is why it's important for you to subscribe, guys. You will automatically know that I am back on because I cannot. Because the feed is fluctuating, automatically be notified, so you can absolutely to make sure I give you all information I want to give you today before I lose my feed. Yeah, my feed. Yeah, it fluctuates a lot with my feed. The Jamaica Main Road in Clarendon. Tollgate Main Road in Clarendon. The dead man has been identified as 20-year-old along the mentioned colored Mitsubishi Pajero police at 876-902-905. Obviously, the number is incorrect, guys, because that I'm giving to you. I got it, but they're missing a digit from the number. However, you can contact the Maypen police, and you can also contact 119, or you can also call Crime Stop at 311, or you can go to the nearest police station. Okay. This phone number is not necessarily that important, because I can tell you from experience that sometimes when you call these numbers anyway, they don't have a clue what you're talking about when they're giving the information. So just basically go to your nearest police station. If you have information, just go there and give that information, or call 119 and give them the information. You understand? We're looking for a gray colored Mitsubishi Pajero, and it should have some markings on it, some scratches on it, or something. Somebody would have this vehicle. If it hit this man, kill this man, did not stop. The vehicle must have some dent on it or something. You understand? So, guys, this is a hit and run, and we're asking for your intervention. Okay? If you see something, they say something. Okay? Be our brother's keeper. Yeah, this is not right. This is wrong. This person hit. Are you able to hear me? If you're able to hear me, Max, can you still hear me? Let me know if you're still hearing me. Dor, anyone out there, send me a comment if you're still able to hear me, even though the feed is fluctuating at this point in time. Just send me a comment. Let me know you're still able to hear me so I can continue. Because I'm not sure if you're hearing me, because I see where I'm getting unstable internet. Um, of course, that's what happened with Flow, right? And digital, there's no better. There's no better bar, no better airing. Both of them is the same thing for both of them. They give you this poor, shoddy internet service that we have to work with. And the powers that be, these are the things that they're supposed to go after, but they're not doing anything about these things. You understand? Not doing anything about these things. Yeah. So I am really hoping that I won't have to do a playlist today, because if it falls, I'm going to have to do a playlist. So I'm really hoping that it will not fall, and it is just fluctuating, and then it can continue so that I can finish the program, so that we don't have to do a playlist. So if you're still able to hear me, just let me know. Yeah. Okay, you're hearing me now. Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, awesome. All right. So thanks for that feedback, Max. Okay, so continue with the news. So 24-year-old Kemoy Brown, otherwise called Blacks, a bartender of Fullerton District, K Valley in St. Anne, was arrested and charged. I know, right? They're the worst, Flo. Huh. Was arrested and charged for an incident that occurred in Salem, St. Anne on Thursday, June 18th. Reports from the St. Anne's Bay Police are that about 7 p.m., two men were at their business place when Brown and another man walked in posing as customers. Brown and the man ordered drinks, then brandished firearms, hitting the two men. Brown Great. Thanks, Dar. Yes, great. Brown and the other accused escaped in a waiting motor car. Brown has been charged with wounding with intent, with the use of a firearm, 2 counts, and robbery with aggravation. A report was made to the police and Brown was subsequently arrested and charged. His court date is being finalized. I tell you, these people, never a dull moment around this place, guys. Never a dull moment with these people. All right, so I'm going to get to the Integrity Commission story now, with SERHA. Yeah, you know, SERHA stands for the Southeast Regional Health Authority. All right, so let me give you that story. That was on the front page of it. They can put it at the bottom, so that's where they put it, guys. Fine print. Integrity in this country. That's the amount of space that they give to integrity in this country. All truth is parallel, don't it? Mm-hmm. All right, so here's the story. Excuse me. $1 billion catering contract approved by cabinet is now the subject of an official complaint before the Integrity Commission, the IC. Sunday Gleaner investigations have revealed that Elegant Weddings Event Planning and Catering Limited had reported the matter to the Greg Christie-led anti-corruption watchdog and made allegations that a key government official exerted undue influence in the contract award process. However, when contacted yesterday, that would have been Saturday, the official in question with whom the Sunday Gleaner spoke had decided not to identify himself at this time, but said that he had no comment to make at this stage. In the meantime, the new Food Service Limited is expected to take over from the St. Andrew-based Elegant, whose agreement with the Southeast Regional Health Authority, SERHA, ends next month. SERHA is the government authority that runs the public health facilities in St. Catherine. Kingston St. Andrew entity was this year awarded the contract, which is yet to be signed. It's a very touchy situation, he added, while declining to explain further over the phone. The Sunday Gleaner has obtained several documents, including a June 2nd, 2020 letter from Dwayne Bailey, SERHA's Senior Director for Public Procurement, who advised the current providers that the contract would not be extended after July 2nd. 2 days later, Bailey wrote again to Elegant, but this time indicating that, quote, "We have concluded our tender process for dietary services," end quote, at the Kingston Public and Victoria Jubilee Hospitals, and that the contract would not be extended beyond July 4th, 2020. The two letters did not include any reasons for the non-extension, and although it's not clear when the original contract was signed, documents suggest the multi-million-dollar arrangement was extended in January 2018. When the Sunday Gleaner contacted the owner of Elegant, she declined to speak on the matter and pleaded that her name not be included in the article out of fear for her life. You see what is happening in this country, guys? People have to just speak out of fear for their lives. The Sunday Gleaner, however, has found that Elegant's complaint was made to the Integrity Commission in a letter dated June 8. It is alleged that the $1.2 billion contract, guys, billion with a B, the $1.2 billion contract was not put through a competitive bidding process, that a single source procurement method in which a supplier is selected by the entity needing the services was used, and that a senior government official was influential in the contract award process. I mean, is that a surprise to anybody, guys? Really? Christie, the Integrity Commission's executive director, to whom the letter bears any details about investigations before a report is tabled before Parliament. That's the law that we have in place right now, yeah? Government procurement rules dictate that contracts that are valued, listen to this, guys. Government procurement rules and dictate that contracts that are valued in excess of $150 million must be open to local or international bidding. It must be advertised in domestic and global media and requires approval from the head of the procuring entity before endorsement by the Public Procurement Commission, the PPC, and final approval must be made in cabinet. That's the process, guys. Section 25 of the Public Procurement Law outlined that an entity may use single source procurement under 5 scenarios, 3 of which include where the goods, works, or services are available from a particular supplier, registered or not. The situation is an emergency situation, it's not a criteria, it's an emergency situation, or in the interest of national security. I wonder if it's in the interest of national security due to COVID-19. Yeah. The procuring entity must also invite a proposal or price quotation from the supplier and engage in negotiations unless it is not feasible. The Sunday Gleaner has been unable to ascertain a full justification for the approach taken by SERHA, although a source indicated that over the years, several tenders received were just unsuitable, and there was an urgency, to end the existing arrangement. Excuse me, guys. Thank you. My goodness. Polluted here. I tell you. Okay, sorry about that. Where was I? I was saying that SERHA has indicated that over the years they had received unsuitable bids, basically, and there was an urgency to end the existing arrangement. So that Bailey, head of SERHA's procurement, has insisted that the procurement process was above board. Quote, there was no breach of any of the procedures in engaging Patsy Lynn. He said, noting that SERHA has not received any communication from the IC suggesting a probe is underway. And I will stop. I think my point has been made. We know for a fact, even if they put it, if the law say put it in the paper, even if they put it in the paper, that is just basically to fulfill the law, right? So they said they were above board, which suggested that they probably have put it in the paper. You understand? But they went ahead anyway without actually getting bids and then choosing the right bidder, but actually using a single bid process to actually assign this project to a particular company. But that's what they do all the time. They give out these projects to their friends with all these contracts. We know all these contracts goes to their friends and family. It's been happening over the years. It's nothing new to us, right? We know that it's been happening over the years. What we are saying now, we have a new head at the commission. The Integrity Commission is a new head. And we are saying that Mr. Greg Christie, sir, we are looking to you to lead your team to investigate all these entities and to ensure that they are above board and who is supposed to, who's supposed to get charged, and matters brought before the court. Because it's full time that we stop seeing persons who are being assigned the contracts because of their friend and family, and other persons who are qualified and capable of doing the job are not given the opportunity because it's who you know. They don't know anybody. In Jamaica they say, yeah man, it's who you know, or who know you, yeah. Enough is enough. Too much nepotism. People must be appointed based on qualifications, right? You want to see that? And people get contracts and bids based on their capability of doing the job and also their qualifications. And you go through a process, right? To weigh the pros and cons and see if the price is reasonable. They go through the process, go through the right channels. That's what we want to do. Too many under the table deals are going on, man. Too many under the table deals. Yeah. Okay, guys, I gotta get to an international story. I think I've given all my local stories. So let me get quickly to the international story for you. Excuse me. So, as we are on the subject of corruption, and so I like to segue into my international news, right? So we're on the subject of corruption. I'm segueing into this one. You gotta hear this one, guys. So, in the DRC, yeah, the Democratic Republic of Congo, yeah, more popularly known as DRC, yeah. So, Vital Kamerhe, the Chief of Staff of Democratic Republic of Congo President Felix Tshisekedi. I think I'm pronounce his name, President Tshisekedi. Yeah, Felix Tshisekedi was sentenced to 20 years forced labor and faces millions of dollars in fines after a court convicted him of embezzlement and corruption. Kamere was convicted of participating in the theft of more than $50 million from infrastructure projects linked to the first 100 days of Tshisekedi's tenure last year. And let me put it in context, guys. When I said $50 million, we're talking about US dollars here. Yeah? US dollars. It's not African money we're talking about, or Jamaican money, we're talking about US dollars. 50 million US dollars. The 61-year-old has said the trial was a political attack by enemies of the president. Tshisekedi himself has declined to comment on the case. A tribunal based in the capital, Kinshasa, called the fact that Kamere intended to commit the crimes unequivocal in a reading of the judgment that was broadcast on national television. As the judge read the verdict, Kamere laughed out loud. The case, which has captivated the nation for months, caused a sensation on Tuesday when Congo's justice minister announced that the original judge in the trial, Raphael Yani of Vongo, didn't die of natural causes as announced last month. An autopsy of the body found his death was caused by a brain hemorrhage after trauma to the head, and a murder investigation is underway. And then kill off the judge. Thinks anyone will get away. But the new judge said, not so. Anyway, we don't know. It's a conjecture, right? Conjecture, right? We're speculating. A murder investigation is underway, but it continues because even there's a part of it that says even that Kamere basically is, even though he's the chief of staff of the president, he's also a political rival. You understand? Because at one point he had wanted to run himself for the position, and so it's a lot. It's muddy waters, guys, muddy waters, and there's a lot. It's like one of those iceberg situation where it's 10%, when 90% is underneath the surface. It is one of those cases, yeah. But we understand that other top-ranking officials' heads are going to roll too. He's not the only one who's going to be going away. You understand? There are some other persons who are going to be charged, and so this is an ongoing case. My grandmother always said, birds of a feather flock together. So even though this president seems, on the one hand, to be rooting out corruption, right? And you could say, maybe because he's doing that, he rooted out his chief of staff. One can only hope that is the case, right? And that he himself is clean, and right? And not a situation where you have this chief of staff becoming the scapegoat. Yeah, because you know how that works too. You have a fall guy all the time. You have a guy who take the fall, right? You have a fall guy. So let's hope he's not the fall guy in this case, and the president is clean. Yeah. All right, guys. So, Miguel, another international news. So, excuse me. Where is my other international news for you? Okay, one second. I'll give you this one. Nassau, Bahamas. What is from Nassau, Bahamas? Because I'm Woman Without Borders, right? JJ, Woman Without Borders. So my news come from all over the world. So this one is closer home. This one is coming from the Bahamas. We talk about this new wave, guys. The 6th COVID-19 CFO Pulse survey, which was conducted between June 1st and 11th, involved 989 chief financial officers, CFOs, in 23 countries, including over 40 CFOs in the Caribbean, including Jamaica, of course, yeah? The majority of CFOs surveyed in the Caribbean expect COVID-19 to decrease revenues or profits by as much as 10%. Most Caribbean CFOs, at least 70%, as compared to 63% globally, cite offering new or enhanced products or services as most important to rebuilding or enhancing their revenue streams. As Bahamians begin to return to the workplace, organizations need to consider how they will support employees to adapt to new working conditions and realities, which may range from adjusting to reconfigured office layouts to the adoption of new behaviors designed to promote safety. This, according to PwC territory leader Prince Ramming. According to him, only about a third of the Caribbean region CFOs say they are very confident about their company's ability to manage their employees' well-being and morale. Yet, these are factors that they may significantly affect productivity and possibly the pace of future economic recovery. According to Kevin Cambridge, advisory partner of Bahamas PwC, given the current economic landscape, organizations are seeing the need to now more than ever implement an effective digital strategy to leverage the benefits of technology. Equally important is the need to ensure that robust human capital engagement remains aligned as a driving force to achieve desired goals. So, financial experts are all thinking that there is going to be another COVID-19 wave. And they are not the only ones. We have, in the States, you see what's been happening. In Asia, you see what has been happening. In Europe, you see what has been happening. And right here, even here in Jamaica, we have opened up our borders, right? When we're testing as many persons as are coming into the island, clearly, right? We're exposing our people. You heard, right? And I gave you the statistics just now, or with the younger 12-year-old who has contracted COVID-19. You can almost bet, I'm not going to bet, I'm not a betting person, but you can almost bet, that it is someone, because they're all imported cases, right? And you can almost bet that these persons are persons who, like they told you on Friday, that those 3 contacts of confirmed cases were family members of that person who came into the island with the virus, with the disease, and basically infected the family. Guys, if it is that you're saying that the disease, most persons these days who have it are asymptomatic, do you really understand what asymptomatic means? I have a feeling, that most of them is like our tourism minister, because our tourism minister, the Honorable Edmund Bartlett, did not, well, maybe now he has gotten it, did not understand what asymptomatic mean when he was speaking to Dion Jackson Miller on the radio, right? Dion had to inform him and educate him. And I think by now he has gotten it. But most people, it seems, do not understand what asymptomatic means, It simply means, guys, you have the disease, but you're not showing symptoms. And if you're not showing symptoms, it means, guys, when you're coming through the airport and they do a temperature check, guess what? There is no temperature to check, because you're going to be normal temperature, because you're not going to have a fever, because a fever is a symptom. Hello? A fever is a symptom. So if you're asymptomatic, there is no fever. So when you're doing temperature check it doesn't make any sense, because guess what? It's not going to show up. Come on, guys. Use this what God give us now. Use it now. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. That's what I'm here, I'm here to give you information so you can make informed decisions, because these people are giving us misinformation and no information and wrong information. But I give you accurate information as I get it. And as I'm investigating, but I can only do so much, guys. My information I give you is what's already out there, because I'm not going out of the resources to go out and do my own investigation. You understand? So I'm gathering information from here, there, and there, putting them together, look at them, read, see the pros and cons, wait, right? And then I come and I give it to you based on what I read, and I say, this sounds plausible. If it doesn't sound plausible, I will say to you, it doesn't sound plausible. There's more to it than meets the eye, or they're insulting our intelligence, or that's why I give you my 2 cents on it, guys, right? So that you can make informed decisions with that information. Yeah? Yeah, so anyways, guys, that is it for me for today. Yeah, a lot more is happening. I haven't even gotten around to the clue because I haven't even given him, around every hour, and so there's so much going on. But as I go through what's happening, I will let you know as we meet tomorrow at 12 noon, God willing. Yeah. Yes, guys. So I have come to the end of the program. We thank you, Father God. If it did not fall, we had some fluctuation. I realized, yes, but we were still able to be on the program. Yay! Amen. 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 I thank you guys for sticking with me and watching this program today. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. Yeah, and thank you, my new visitors on the program today. I hope you'll come again. Absolutely. And remember, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share the link with your friends and family that they too can receive this information. They can be entertained and edified. Yeah. And remember, guys, I'm also on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, Omega News JA. Please go over there and like, share, and comment also. Okay. Thank you so much for watching this program, guys. It was my pleasure serving you. Of course, do not be in a situation where you're going to wear the mask for more than 4 hours, because remember, it is dangerous to wear the mask itself. It's like, darn if you do and darn if you don't. I know you're caught between, yeah, it's a catch-22, so to speak. I understand that, but you have to wear it anyway. But do not wear it for an extended period of time, right? It's not safe for you to wear it for an extended period of time. So wear it for a short time. Ensure that you're going to do whatever you do quickly for an hour or so and go back home or wherever you're going to go, and to keep the mask on for that hour or two. But do not have it on for an extended period of time, because it's just as dangerous to wear the mask for an extended period of time. Of course, continue to practice your infection control measures, keeping your surfaces clean, right? And remember, guys, do not practice social distancing as they've been promoting, because we are social creatures. We must socialize. We must love each other, show love and compassion to each other, be there for each other, help each other. But we practice is physical distancing. Yeah, absolutely. All right, my darling. Thank you, Dar, for watching. Have a wonderful night. Stay blessed, you too, my love. Yes, thank you all for watching this program today. I really appreciate you all. And so until I see you again tomorrow at noon, God willing, as always, I say to you, stay blessed and be a blessing. Love you. Bye. Bye, Maxine. Bye, Dar. Bye, Dad. Bye, everyone. Bye, all my family and friends. See you soon. Mwah.